and welcome to another Delgado RANTS. Indestructible me, that is me. I'm indestructible and I'm helping you work on becoming indestructible yourself. Joe Delgado is my real name. I welcome you. Thank you for joining in and listening in. We got an important topic today. Burn the ship. Have you heard about this before? Have you heard about this idea, this mentality? If you've been listening progressively through the show, I've been picking up on momentum, what you should be ideally starting to critique things in your life and how to clean up some clutter. It was actually an episode just on that alone, how to write down your goals, how to become obsessed and why you need to become obsessed. Burning desire, which was yesterday, was what you need. That is going to work well with burning the ship. This is a concept that I learned. Again, I mentioned this book yesterday with Burning Desire, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. This was on there, this concept, burning the ship. But it's also, I hear it from many entrepreneurs. And then if that's not your main goal, to be, employed by yourself and work for yourself, and it's fine. But I'm going to talk about many ways that we can implement this to achieve all of our goals, any goal. And it's a crucial thing that we need to use. It's a tool, it's a concept that we need and understand and embrace, and it's actually extremely difficult. It goes hand in hand with cleaning up the clutter. I was actually at a growth conference with Grant Cardone. If you don't know who he is, I would recommend checking him out. But they talked about that all the time, and it could be used as a sales tactic. Like, hey, burn the ship to buy, use your money to buy something from us. But I take it in a different way. What this concept is essentially, so if we go back to ancient leaders of our world, we're talking about Genghis Khan, that has literally overthrown or controlled more territory than anyone else before, or currently. Napoleon Bonaparte, great navigator, conqueror. These generals, these leaders had this idea, Alexander the Great, of burning the ship. And what it ideally is, how simple it is that when they went to a new territory, they went to conquer new land, they would physically burn their ship. So when they were going into the trenches to attack their enemy, to take over their land, to win that land or that territory, their soldiers would look up in the sky and they would get a reminder from the smoke, the embers igniting from that ship being burnt, that there's no turning back. There's no way home unless we win. We conquer, we overtake this land, and we take our enemy ships back home. Powerful stuff, right? So just think about that. You're going in, your general calls you to war, like, hey, we're taking over this new land. You jump on the ship, you go to this new land, you get onto the land, and all of a sudden you look back and be like, oh, my only ticket home is on fire, and there's no way stopping it. So the only way to go back to my loved ones, my life, everything, I gotta take this. I have nothing else to lose. I got to make this succeed. I have to make it work. But no matter what, I gotta do whatever it takes to become successful. You can find me on Twitter, IndestructibleMe. Hashtag Joe doesn't know how to talk. But this is super important. I said a couple things right there. Whatever it takes. Mentality. No safety net. That's ideally what it is you're burning the ship, you're eliminating the safety net. So I talk about in cleaning the clutter, maybe you take out all the BS in your kitchen if you're looking to improve your health in some sort of way. So you just go and clean sweep, throw everything away. So you're burning the ship. You're literally, the shitty food in your kitchen is the ship. You're burning it by dumping it. And then you don't have anything to fall back on. There's no way, there's no other direction other than forward progress. You move forward. You keep moving on. March on. So this is vital. And this was something that drastically helped me. I say that all the time. But, I constantly put off my life being an employee. And I was like, I'm gonna create these companies. I'm gonna do all this stuff. But I always fell back on being comfortable, getting a salary every other week or whatever, getting paid monthly, and work overall just kept on consuming my time. So it made it more and more difficult, especially as I progressed through my career, to work on myself, to work on these companies and all that type of stuff. And it was harder to stay motivated, and especially being around the people at work, just being toxic, was just constantly, it was clutter. It's constantly bogging up clutter. So burning the ship was vital for me, because I was like, you know what? I need enough skin in the game. I need enough urgency, pressure, stress, a call to action to get me up and moving, right? Because if I leave my career that I've been working for 10 years, if I leave that and I don't have income coming in from that job, well, I gotta do something. I gotta wake up. I gotta, that's gonna burn a desire in me to produce income, because I'm used to this whole entire time. I'm used to this ship, this safety net, this comfort zone of just falling back on. And it was actually detracting inspiration for myself. That's what was the worst thing about it, is that I was falling down less and less being inspired. So I was becoming lazy. I was doing less and less. I was falling back on my laurels. I was being comfortable, living in a comfort world. I work way more today than I do when I was an employee, for sure. And that scares people, and people hate that, because people ultimately want to work less as they get older. Ultimately, I know that eventually I'll have freedom, and I'm not going to be working for money. I'll be working for greater things, like impacting billions of people. Like what I wrote down today. I'm going to show that every day, because hopefully you start writing down your goals if you haven't done so already. But you got to burn the ship. The burning the ship for me was leaving my career, because then I had nothing to fall back on. Yeah, ultimately I could always get a job, right? I could always just go out and get a job. Everyone's hiring, yeah. But literally I had to do all that work. I talked about this. Put extra work into the clutter, so it prevents you from doing it. So you're going to be more inclined to doing the better or positive, healthier habit or behavior. But you got to burn the ship. That's the only way to make progress. Yeah, and this could be defined as literally getting outside of your comfort zone, but you can't have a safety net. If you have a safety net, especially if you're starting out, you are always going to fall back onto bad behaviors. That's why if you're starting a diet or exercise plan, cheat days or days off are not going to work. And let me go, I guess, a little bit further, because I'm not saying to physically go hard and train every day. I'm saying stay active every day and stay committed to being active every day. So maybe you do a workout plan Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday you walk or go for a hike. Or you do some low impact exercise for the same duration of time that you did Monday through Friday. So you keep that going, and you convince yourself that that's part of your day. That's just going to be your normal you. You don't obviously want to overtrain in the beginning, because that can cause implications with stress, which will make you gain weight and all that type of stuff. But you don't want anything. This is going to be people, right, that is going to encourage bad behaviors. People that are going to be toxic, that are going to, if you want to stop drinking, you got to go into your house and dump all the alcohol in your house and eliminate anyone that likes to drink that is not going to stop drinking. I mean, that's just the unfortunate thing about it. Do that for a year or a couple of years. Maybe you just talk to them on the phone. That's it. Not in person, because you know they're going to probably drink and that's going to convince you to do the same thing. You got to burn the ship. That's with people, that's with food, diet, lifestyles, activities. Maybe I've been touching bases on this concept throughout my other shows, so please go back, take the time to watch, listen the other shows, because these are all behaviors that work together, and they're all crucial. It creates essentially an overall great experience to fast track you, to get you going into the right direction. But maybe you burn the ship. Maybe you get rid of all your streaming devices and you cancel all of your streaming accounts. Burning the ship, here you get rid of essentially that ability, so you don't have the ability to fall back onto it. Well, there can be. How can you burn the ship? So you don't go back onto old behaviors. So you shred the skin of like a snake, and you continue to grow and move forward. What's your old skin that you can burn? Burn, baby. You got to do it. Because once you burn the ship, once you get this idea and this impression, again, you're not going to have a back. You won't be able to turn back and go back to your old self, old behaviors, old progress. The only way to go forward the only way to move is to go forward. A better you, an enriched you, a fulfilled life. So you got to figure out you do this by writing down your goals. And you find out your desires. You find out your assets and liabilities in your life. You write down the clutter, the garbage that you need to get rid of, and you figure out a plan. It's just like with weight loss. There's 9 hormones that influence weight loss and weight gain. 3 hormones out of the 9 produce fat. The other 6 hormones burn fat. So when you're starting out, when you're on a health lifestyle, your main focus, or should be focus, would be to not secrete or influence the 3 fat producing hormones. Because once they are exposed, they nullify the other 6 fat burning hormones. So by a byproduct of not triggering the fat producing hormones, you allow the 6 burning hormones to work and function, and you accomplish your goals that way. Same thing with burning the ship. And cleaning out the clutter. If you focus on getting rid of the liabilities, fat producing hormones, if you clean those up, the assets, fat burning hormones, will just work. and thrive and function and grow, and they'll spill out. So the liabilities you can't see anymore. You don't even focus. They're not a thing. So that's how you structure your goals, your focuses, and that's how you can tell what to burn the ship on. And if it's with people, you don't associate with them anymore. You don't talk to them. Maybe it's that drastic where you block them and you move or something. Or maybe it's just like, hey, I'm not gonna hang out with you anymore. Maybe we just do phone calls. And the moment you say something toxic and negative, I have to go. I'm busy. Habit. Once you say something that is impeding my success, oh, hey, listen, I gotta go. I'm busy. That's a new habit, and the reward is fulfilling life. Maybe it's food. You clean out your kitchen. You clean out the people that are going to enable bad eating styles. Maybe you add people that will trigger healthy lifestyles. Maybe you follow me. You follow others. You go to a spin class or a yoga class. You connect yourself with people that also want the same things. Maybe it's a spouse or something that's giving you this toxic clutter. Maybe you want a different job, or you just need to have a better day. Like literally, you're sleeping in, you're hitting that snooze button, you're dragging your feet in the morning, you're miserable, you're wasting a ton of time during the day where you can be improving. You want to make more money at your job, and people are getting promoted and moving on with their lives faster than you. Well, maybe I need to learn skills. Maybe I need to figure out how to network, strengthen my communication in my job. Well, so I need to clean out the time-wasting activities and add in books, learning books. Told someone yesterday that I have 5 books this year so far, and we're not in February, and they were speechless. Like, so on top of all the work that I'm doing, I'm also studying and learning and trying to get leaner and faster. And I'm fasting as well. 5 days in and 7-day fast, baby. But you gotta burn the ship. Something that is going to, you're gonna eliminate something out of your life completely so you can't fall back. The only direction is to move forward, strengthen you. Let me know what ship you gotta burn. It's only impacted my life for the better. It's been great. I hope this helped. Again, my name is Joe Delgado, Indestructible Me. Go and follow me so we can make you indestructible. Change the mind, and we change the world, baby. Thank you for listening and tuning in, and always be great.